Peace and blessings, Nyakoma Kings. I'm back again. This time I'm going to address the protocol and procedure that I use when approaching a new customer or client in the work that's going to be performed. This is one way, fail safe, that can keep you out of trouble, out of legalities, misunderstandings, and last of all, not getting paid for the work that you do. So the first thing you do when meeting the customer, you ask them, what do they want? It's very, very important to know what they want. This is the meeting of the minds. This is for clarity and understanding. The second thing you do is ask, what do you visualize this project looking like? So believe it or not, nobody sees the same thing at the same time, and nobody sees the same thing and looking at the same time. So when you ask them what do they visualize, you want to see how they see it, particularly our queens, the women. The women are usually run those kind of projects. They kind of do the decorating. The men kind of facilitate and mostly pay for the project, but a lot of times the hands-on is the queens, the women. So you want to ask them, what do you visualize this looking like? A lot of times they'll start in the beginning, and about in the middle of the project, they change their mind, and rightfully so. They may say, I don't like this color, or I don't like this over here, move that over there. So you want to get the clearest understanding. If you listen well of what they're saying they want, you may avoid a lot of mistakes and change orders. So you want to know what they want, what they visualize. The next thing is, what do you expect to pay for the project? A lot of times the cost is not there. By the time you put together the estimate based on what they visualize, based on what they want, it may not be enough money there. So you have to say, if you can't pay this amount, we can't do the project. And you don't want to go in, Kings, under budget. You say, well, I really don't have enough, so I gave you this half job, or I gave you this job. No, you want to do it to the best of your ability. You want to do it good, better, to the best. And I'm going to explain some terms with that. The term is called qadra. Qadra is an Arabic word that means the internal life germ in you. Says you went out today and did it the best of your ability. You performed the best of your ability, and you came home feeling satisfied that you did the best you can. If the job is under budget and you undermanned it or underperform it, it's a bad job. It's a bad deal. Trust me, you'll get fired or you'll quit and you'll be in court. So you want that clarity there too. You want to say, I want to do the best that I can do. I want to do it through qadra. I want to do it. And that's an internal life germ that's in you. I remember teacher, Brother Manso, talked about that in one of the early missions, that something is done, you want to come home. Did you want to measure up? You want to see, did you measure up and do the best of your ability? Did you do did you do an excellent job? That's what brothers, that's inside of us. So when we go home, we feel that way. When we go out and get a job, we come home, we do that. If you don't work, you feel bad because that germ is constantly working inside you. That energy is inside you to get out, to get a job, to produce, to feel worthy, to maintain, to protect and provide and come home to your family or even to yourself. So you want to make sure the money's there to do the job, to do it right, so you can perform to the best of your ability. So it's a win-win for both of you. The last thing is, do you have any alternative place to go while we're doing the construction? Sometimes we tear the job completely down. We tear down, we demo. It may be a kitchen. In this particular case, I'm going to be talking about it is a kitchen. So we take the kitchen completely apart. Do they have a place to go eat? Do they have an alternative place to cook? Because if not, then you can't really do the project efficiently because they're there in the way. You can't work while they're there and cooking and cleaning. It's a mess. It's not safe. It's hazardous. It's not healthy. So that has to be clear. So you have to get that done. Those 4 bullets are things that can make that job start off good, in the middle, stay good, with an ending that's good. You want to know what the end of the project's going to look like. With these protocols, with these 4 bullets, that job can run pretty efficient because you're on the same page. You see the ending the way you want it to look. They see what they want it to look like in the interim to the end. So it's a win-win for both of you. Now let's get into some more particulars. The other particulars are, why are you doing the job? These are the whys and what's the whens and wheres. Why? Well, it's a kitchen. It needs remodeling because it's dated. The customer wants it brought up to date. So you're going to modernize it. You're going to bring it up to date. It's going to have new appliances. It's going to have update electrical and lighting. It's going to have new plumbing and flooring, et cetera, et cetera. So that's why they're doing it. The second thing is the what. What if our company demos the whole entire kitchen? They're going to repair the walls. They're going to do rough-in plumbing. That's plumbing. They're going to do rough-in electrical. You're tearing out all the walls and putting new wiring in there. You're putting new plumbing in there. You're putting new cabinets in there. You're putting new countertops in there. You're putting new sinks, new faucets. You're painting. You're putting new flooring. And in some cases, a lot of customers, when they go new appliances. So new stove, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwave, garbage disposals, all that's in. The next important step is when. When will this project start? How long will the project last? This is another big one. You get in there, it's a point of no return. There's no end. You have to put a tentative date. So I want to start this date, and tentatively we can finish this date, pending no problems with materials, no problems with delivery, and no problems with the customer changing their minds, because they will change their mind. So all this could push back a finish date, but you want to get it as close as possible. So there's no surprises, no hiccups, no unforeseens. You want to get in there and put some down in writing. If it's in the contract or if it's just a verbal statement, make sure you have that. And you want to really put all this that I just mentioned on a contract. I mean, you really can't start that job without a contract. You can do it verbally, but people have amnesia, they forget. So I should back it up to say all that I said. Once you get into the whens, the whats, the wheres, the why, and the cost, that should be in a contract and signed by both parties, agreed upon, and then you move forward. Okay. Where is it going to happen? Well, it's pretty obvious. What's going to happen in this case is in the kitchen. It's in a residential home. We're going to do this in a residential home. So again, you want these 4 things addressed, and then you want to say the what, the when, the where, and why. Most of that can be put on the contract and agreed upon. The price is very, very, very important. And if the customer changes their mind, that's going to be some difference in the money too. I want to get into the legalities of what it's going to cost and all that, because we really don't know. And money down and all that, that's another area of the business. I want to just get into more of the mechanics of the job itself per se. Okay, what I would like to say to all the kings and for those that have decided what field of endeavor they want to go in, and those that are already in a field endeavor that they love and they love their work and they love their work and they love their work. But if they don't love their work, they can look at some alternative things. For example, trades, electrical, plumbing, heating and air, carpentry, concrete work. All these trades pay good money and they also hands-on, and it's a way you can master your craft. We're going back to Patah. Again, we want to do things in a craftsman way, in an excellent way, in an architectural way. So we want to build, we want to remodel, we want to structure, we want to do it right. And trust me, it's no better feeling than when you did something with your own hands and produced, and you have a finished product, and it's something that can last, and people can see it, and they like what you do, you like what they did, what you did, and it's accomplishment. It's a wonderful and it's a great feeling of satisfaction. So those are the things we want to address. I want to say one more important thing. During this period of initiation that's been wonderful and been beautiful, we do our declarations and our recitations every morning of 7, 10, and 42. I add this every day to my exercises. I make sure I read this beautiful, beautiful prayer, the prayer of Patah. We got that out of the mission. I downloaded and kept it. And the prayer goes like, the prayer to Patah. Glory to you, the noble Djed, for all the years you have wrapped me in your light, for the creativity you have given me to better my work. In you alone, I seek growth and abundance and peace, the Lord of eternity. I say this every morning so I can be in the spirit and the energy of Patah, so when I go out on these jobs, I go with the excellence in mind, the craftsmanship of the highest form in mind, in body, and spirit to produce. And this is Patah. I love this noble God. So I'm going to give you a video and some still shot pictorials of a kitchen before and after, so you can see what it looks like. I appreciate you. I care for you. I wish you the best. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. Ne'ah Akoma.